Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Monday, the 9th of September. The super funds reported yet another record high investment return, now boasting a portfolio topping $76 billion. That's up just shy of 15% annually to June. Here's political reporter Demelza Jackson.
Against a backdrop of sluggish economic growth locally and internationally, New Zealand's sovereign wealth fund has grown $11.2 billion. Superfund Chief Executive Joe Townsend puts the success in part down to optimism generative AI technology will boost corporate profitability and also declining inflation.
The government contribution over that period was $1.6 billion. Auckland Police are still looking for a firearm and vehicle after a death in Grey Lynn. A 19-year-old's appeared in the district court, charged with murdering 18-year-old Maxwell D. Repier last Thursday. He also faces charges of wounding with intent. Jordan Dunn has more.
Judge Lummis has granted the accused interim name suppression for 7 days, noting the hunt continues for a weapon and vehicle. Police say releasing the name could greatly help the investigation. The judge says suppression will lapse unless lawyers can convince her it's needed.
The Burnett Foundation says sexual health services need funding and resources after news people with suspected Mpox cases were at Queenstown's Winter Pride. Attendees should watch for flu-like symptoms and lesions or spots. Danica McLean reports.
Chief Executive Joe Rich says the Mpox vaccine is available and effective, but can't yet be advertised until it has official approval. He says the more pressing challenge is long wait times for jabs at sexual health clinics. Rich says many more people need to have both doses, with only a small percentage of eligible people jabbed so far.
Kiwi Rail has been fined $412,000 plus costs over a breakdown last year that forced Inter-Islander ferry Kaitaki to put out a mayday as it lost power and drifted towards rocks. Ethan Manera has more.
The state-owned enterprise appeared before the Wellington District Court today and pleaded guilty to health and safety at work charges. Victim impact statements from traumatised passengers included accounts of recording farewell videos to family as emergency responders prepared for casualties. Maritime NZ filed the charge, with KiwiRail accepting its systems failed.
The Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment is considering options to address the dangers of blind cords. A coroner reviewing a 3-year-old Canterbury boy's death tangled in a cord in January has echoed recommendations from 6 years ago. Emily Ansell reports.
In 2018, a coroner suggested MB make regulations mandatory for ensuring safe supply and use. MB says it's assessing public feedback to better understand the problem's nature and scale and fixes. It says it's developed information for consumers and businesses to make existing cords safer and runs campaigns on the safety risks.
Canterbury's week-long ban on open fires ends tomorrow. It was in place while crews battled a 100-hectare blaze in Waipara, which took 6 days to douse. To sport, and Dolphins prop Jesse Bromwich has been suspended for a high tackle in the season-ending loss to the Knights, but won't serve the suspension due to his retirement after 15 NRL seasons. Former All Black Ian Jones has no doubt South Africa is the dominant nation in men's rugby, saying the ruthless Springboks hold their intensity for longer periods than any other team. Newly crowned US Tennis Open, Jannik Sinner has put his fellow tennis pros on notice, saying he is determined to keep evolving and getting better. I'm Raylene Ramsey, and that is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.